cats are scared of cucumbers? I have an idea. What's up, YouTube? Today we're back at it for part 4, I think. I don't know. I'll be honest with y'all. I've got a cucumber cam set up over here, and Kit Kat, you hear him? Kit Kat, he don't give a shit about the daggum cucumber. I didn't think he would. You gotta like sneak up on him and put it behind him. Anyway, it's just something funny I thought that I would do. But today we're gonna finish up the frame build. We're gonna do the top portion of it. I've got the bottom portion of it done. We're gonna go ahead and install the FPV system. Kick it! Huh? We're gonna install all the stuff on the top. So I had some things I wanted to tell you guys, but I'll just remember it as we let's try to make this one short. That last one was like 45 minutes long. Nobody wants to sit through that. So let's go. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to say while I get my crap laid out here is we are going to take a break from doing the build videos. Okay, so I need you guys like in the comments. So I'm thinking, you know, once I get this thing built, that's pretty much it. But I kind of wanted to do like a setup of my radio, you know, how I do that, and maybe do some stuff in the KISS GUI and show you guys my, you know, my PIDs and my rates and all that crap. But at this point, you know, I'm ready to go freaking rip. So I'm gonna get this thing built right here, and then I've got like a backup quad. So like here's the one we're working on, and it's got the Wild Willie motors on it. So I've got this one that I want to get built sometime today or tomorrow, because the Zing motors will be in, and I want to put them on there, and then that way I can go out and rip, maybe do a comparison video on those motors versus the Wild Willie motors. Anyway, here I am rambling again, but currently don't have Kit Kat in here freaking raising hell. So let's move on. So all right, got the barred wheel camera out here. I'm gonna try to do this quickly as possible without like what, I don't know what that is. I don't need that. I know what I need is the damn screws. Here they are. Alright. Get this crap out of here. Let's do this. I'm ready to rip. I'm ready to freaking rip. Alright, our little hole. Zoom in. Let's zoom in. To about right there. Yep. Can you see that? See the little holes right there? Alright, we're gonna take the longest screw in the pack. And I don't know what size Allen wrench this is, but it's the little one that most of the time you have in your backpack. Cram that screw in there and screw it into our camera. Nice and snug. Alright, grab another one of the, you know, the screws, you got like some short ones and some long ones. I'm going with the long ones. Cram it in that middle hole. If you want your camera, well, you know, I ain't 100% sure about that. I was fixing to give y'all some advice on something that I don't know nothing about. He's over here playing with his cucumber. He's a good kitty. Playing with his cucumber. So I'm loosening up these bolts. Like I said in one of the videos, I'm sure there's like not a lot of people that out there that has watched every single one of these build videos from beginning to end. But just a little recap for you people that hadn't watched it. I did mention, you know, when you're normally putting your frame together, like I did in the frame assembly video. Oh my God! I have like video evidence of what's going on down. I mean, if they haven't like destroyed my camera that I got over there. Yeah, so these go in here like this, right here, like that. And I did say in my assembly video that my camera angle is generally, I eyeball it to where it's the exact same as this angle right here. I just give it a little eyeball. And sometimes, I will admit, when I'm flying and everything, and I'm having like a bad day and the flying's not going so good, I will take that camera and point it up a lot. And then all of a sudden things become a whole lot cooler. Alright, go plug my camera up to the connection right here. Can y'all see that? You can't see that, but you can't. Oh my god, the cat. The cat. Another reason why I want to get out and fly is because I'd like to shoot a video without a damn cat in the background meowing the whole time. That'd be great. So, like I said in one video, I like to twist my wires. And I'm going to do my little splice job like back here. So, I'm going to give you guys... I'll explain kind of like why I'm doing this, because I want to be able to like tilt from the back, and I like for it like to just take out 2 screws and be able to tilt it. So we need our camera wire to run down through here, and I'm going to zip tie it along these little thingies right here. But I had a piece of shrink tubing already out here for this. But here we are looking for another one. I'll take a little piece of shrink tubing. Some clear. Alright. And let's see here. So we're going to cut a little bit less than... Oh, I wasn't in frame. We're going to cut a little bit less than 2 inches off of that. As soon as I find my scissors, this razor blade will work. Pretty much, I want to just cut it in half, to be honest with you. But 2 inches, because you may not know how long. But really, the measurement is this distance right here. Okay, so I got to put my little protector back on there. Alright, so you want a piece of shrink tubing that's just big enough that this fitting right here. I mean, you could cut your wire, but I'm not ready to cut it. So I won't force that thing in there. Come on, baby. Cooperate. I might have to put some spit on it and get it in there. Yeah. Alright, so, yep. I'm gonna bring it up here, and then I want a little slack right here, because you don't want, you know, none of your wires on your drone, you don't want them like rigid and pulling or nothing like that. So I'm gonna give myself a little slack. Plenty of wire to go back here to the back. Then we're going to hit this with the heat gun. So we're going to mute and fast forward. Alright, I can't remember. I ramble so much. I was telling you guys, you know, I was thinking about doing, you know, more, you know, finishing this whole thing up, you know, with the maiden and everything. Maiden's going to be next video y'all see. I'll tell you that right now. But I was thinking about doing like a whole setup video and everything. So if you guys could like comment if that's something you want to see, I'll do it. But you know, if you guys are just content with what we got so far, that's great. And then we can continue on with the normal stuff, because I'm not like no how-to person. This is just a how I do it, not the right way kind of video. In case you people are wondering. Because I mean, I will say I'm not going to say I'm like a great pilot, but I am really good at putting a quad through hail, complete torture. I will say I'm good at that, and most of the time it's when something goes wrong, it's not what I did. It's usually, you know, something breaking, or you know, it's not my build that is the problem. So that's why I kind of wanted to show you guys how I do things, because I feel like, you know, my quads is pretty durable, and I wanted to share some of the tips and tricks here. Hopefully it'll help some of you guys out. Did I get that in there? Yeah, that'll work. Okay guys, my freaking overhead camera, the daggum, the battery died, and I got it on the charger over there. See my fancy lighting we got going on here. Anyway, I wanted to give you guys a quick update because I'm going to continue working on this thing a little bit. But I got my Axii, you know, curled around and hooked up in there. Re-shrunk wrap it. I'm going to cut a slit for my USB here in just a second. But I've got some double-sided sticky tape, and I'm just going to double-sided sticky tape it down in there, and then get everything all kind of built and get my Crossfire in here, then do my zip ties last. Okay, so it's actually another day. My camera died for my overhead camera, and I didn't charge the batteries up for the last episode of this build video. I'm kind of like starting over again. I really don't know where I left off yesterday, but it got kind of late and my mom come by for a visit. I haven't seen her in a little while, and after she left and everything, I got back and I just couldn't like get the energy up to do, you know, more in this video, you know, like, so what I did was I just took it upon myself to build a whole other backup quad, and I got my Zing motors come in today. So I got one of them ready to go, so I could literally go rip right now, but I'm going to go ahead and try to finish up the build video. So let's get back at it. Let's dive back in there and try to get this thing wrapped up today and go rip some packs. Okay, so through most of this build video, I've tried to keep my little spot clean and everything, but I just said to heck with it. You know, let's get going. Let's just rake some of this stuff out of the way, and let's see if we can wrap this sucker up today. Oh, the light is not on. That's why it's so bad. Okay, let's just do a little minor cleanup here, so we, you know, still look like we know what we're doing. I mean, really, let me back the camera up so y'all can see what's going on here. I've got crap everywhere, and I just scoot it out of the way and zoom the camera in. Back to rambling. I've had some rest. I've had some coffee. We're back to rambling. Kit Kat is doing his thing. He didn't care nothing about the stupid cucumber. That was all a joke anyway. Okay, so part of the reason why I've kind of like, not like, I can't really explain what's going on here. I've never used the Evo and I want it to work, but I'm not really sure how to hook it up the way, I don't know how to make it work the way I want it to work. So I'm just going to hook it up a certain way, and I don't know if it's going to do what I want it to do. Y'all just, if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe, and I'll give you guys an update on any changes that I make to this build at this point. I wished I would have filmed a little bit of putting the Tramp in the other drone, but I didn't. Whatever this little stupid thing is right here, this receiver, just Google that sucker and figure out how to wire it up. I'm going to go ahead and wire it. We're going to come back, and this is going to be wired up, and then I'm going to show you some things about that's different with the Evo that I'm going to do that I don't normally do, just to see how that works, and hopefully it won't catch on fire. Okay, quick update. It's late at night. I was editing this video, and I wanted to tell you guys that I could not get the Evo to work. I couldn't get it to work like at all. Hey, Kit Kat. I couldn't get it to work. I had nothing but static, but I could like see it, like it seemed like it wasn't on the right channel or something. And I've worked with it on the computer, and I screwed around with it forever, and I just couldn't get it to work. So I pulled it out and I put a Tramp in there. So if there's like one person out there that's watching this build series and that's like building, say hello to the damn cat. Oh, just walk away now. Anyway, if there's one person out there that's watching these videos that is actually following along and it was like, hey man, you left me off at the VTX. I don't know what to do. I will do a special video just for you on how to put a Tramp in this frame, or once I figure out the Evo, what's wrong with that, how we will cover that subject if someone out there needs it. But let's just continue on with the build and get this thing done. I flew it today. It's pretty freaking awesome. So anyway, let's go. I don't even remember where I left off because I took a break and ate a snack. So now, oh, well, I got the zip ties on there. Is that, anyway. So now I'm going to decide how long I'm going to cut my wire going to my VTX. And you probably cannot see this, but I want to be able to open my quad up like this. So I'm just kind of like, you know, eyeballing how long the wire needs to be to the VTX to the end of my finger. I'll be able to open it all the way up. That's as far as it opens. So I'm going to cut it at the end of my finger, right there. Actually, I'm going to pull my finger back and add just a tad. Oh, damn. I think I just cut something on my flight controller. Damn, I hope I didn't. But anyway, oh God, that's going to suck if I did. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and strip those wires back right there, tin them up. Go ahead and get them soldered onto my PDB in the frame here. Negatives over there. Go ahead and grab the negative wire. Drag them over here. Get our tweezers in the right position. Burn that sucker in there. Kind of hard, just hard to get in there. Heated it. I should have cleaned the tip of my soldering iron. Alright, that's attached. Let's do our positive. Clean our tip right quick. Yeah. Really should get me a sponge. So difficult to get in here on this particular soldering job, because those pads take a lot of heat. And getting a good connection on your VTX is super important. Alright. So we got our VTX soldered up to the PDB. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my receiver wires and I'm going to start. I think I'm going to go ahead, so I don't rip the wires off the VTX, I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of screws in. Replace that ugly red for them haters. Yay, now we got a green one. It's the ones that I stretched out with the barbell one, so it don't want to fit too good. So stoked. I'm freaking having not flying withdrawals. I'm going to destroy these things the first freaking day, because I'm going to be like, yeah, my God, this is so awesome. I still got it. I ain't flown in 2 weeks. Still got it. Smash. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and feed my wires under the flight controller. Hopefully I can cut out the first attempt at getting it in there. That red one just does not want to come. I was lazy. I could have just pulled the flight controller up, take 2 screws out, and make this a lot easier, but I didn't. Alright. Hell yeah, we got that. We got that done. So now it's going to be really hard for y'all to see. But just look at a diagram on the KISS flight controller, and you'll see where to hook up your receivers and everything. It's going to do that right quick and come back to you guys. Alright, so we got our flight controller wired up in there with our little clamshell. I'm pretty sure that takes care of the build that should do it, except for, you know, your battery straps and your battery pad and everything. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and hook this thing up to the KISS GUI, get everything all checked and everything. I don't want to like attach this yet, you know, until I make sure everything's gonna be all right. I don't use a smoke stopper. I use my volt ohm meter, and I just put that sucker on continuity, and I check this right here, and if I get a steady beat and I know there's something wrong, like this, I just do that, and that one little beep, just the capacitor saving a little energy. But I mean, I feel safe about plugging a battery up on that. Matter of fact, you know what would be a great ending to this epic whatever it is? How about I just let y'all witness the first plug up and the smoke coming out of it, and then it'll be like, how to not build a drone. We'll just rename, we'll go back and we'll rename all of them. How to not build a drone. So, how to not build a drone, and 3, 2, 1. Right, ready. Well, unfortunately today, we're going to be able to use this quad and rip its balls off. So, we did it, Kit Kat! High five, Kit Kat. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching this whole freaking build series. It's been a pain in the butt, but I appreciate everybody watching and commenting and everything. I'm glad that it's over. Be sure to comment down at the bottom. Let me know if you'd like for me to, you know, show y'all how I set up the you know, my setup on there. But I've pretty much learned all my Tyrannus setup. There's a video on Rotorite where Chad Nowick, like a long time ago, talks about how he sets up his telemetry with KISS and everything. I do that exact same thing where I've got the milliamp call outs and timer, not a timer set, but it counts my milliamps, and then once it gets down to a certain point used, you know, it lets me know. So I've got all that set up. You know, I pretty much watched those videos years ago when they came out, so you can go back and watch those, or I'll do my own if you're interested. Let me know. See you in the next one. Thanks everybody. Buy a t-shirt. Bye.
Okay, so this is Harrison recording. I think you are done watching this like bullcrap drone stuff. Like, who wants to just like watch this guy go, oh yeah, this is what you do here? Who wants to watch that, bro? Like, who? To give me a name, bro. We want to watch ripping. We want to watch balls being ripped open by drones.